Top of the day to you. Joey Moss, Skadoosh, guys. We're going to be playing Spawn of Night. And this is an interesting deck. We did get some upgrades to mono black, as you guys are aware. We'll cover those cards here in a second. And I got kind of a funny, interesting sideboard. We'll go over that in just a minute. But let's just break down the deck. So I've done a mono black build before, and that thing was actually pretty darn good. It kicked some butt. But now we got upgrades to this kind of style deck. Let's take a gander. 2 Gutterbones is all I'm running this time. Gutterbones is cool because we could use it like as a sack outlet for our Cavalier of Night. Or, just keep bringing this thing back. It could be quite a pest. But I was running 4, and I just kind of got stuck with a bunch of them in my hand, and they're just wasting space. So I cut it down to 2. I think 2 is a good number to go. And then we have Knight of Ebon Legion. This is one of the new additions. If you guys have seen my Vampire deck, you know this card's really, really good. And nothing changes. This card is a huge, huge threat in the current standard right now. It's only a 1-drop. Just amazing. The ability that you can pump up your Ebon Legion. You can do as many times as you can as long as you can afford it, And it gets pretty out of hand pretty quick. And it gives it Death Touch, all the +1/+1 counters. There's just so many perks to running Knight of the Ebon Legion. You're running 4 of these. Vicious Conquistador. A little more budget-friendly card. Whenever you attack, each opponent loses 1 life. I just absolutely love this card. It helps with our Spawn of Mayhem. And yeah, Spawn of Mayhem is still a great card, especially in a build like this. We are able to trigger off his Spectacle real easy with Vicious Conquistador. But that's really why all the 1-drops are even in the deck, just so we can hit him with something, to get our Spawn out on turn 3. Then we're going to play 2 cast downs. That's it, just 2 cast downs. I guess if you really wanted, you could sideboard it, but it worked out for me, running 2. There you go, destroy stuff. Just doesn't take out the legendary creatures. So maybe if you want to throw some murders in there, you can go ahead and do that. 4 Kitesail Freebooters. This card is really fun because it combos nicely with our drill bits, just so we can shut our opponent down. And you'll see people just scoop because I just took all their cards and they can't do anything. Like I took away all their answers. And that's what you want to do. With this kind of build. We're running 4 Kitesail Freebooters. I took it out of the deck, and then I put it back in the deck. I've been playtesting this deck for about the last 6-7 hours, and I've tweaked it so many times. But the last, 7-8 matches I played in, it was all this build right here, and it kicked butt, took numbers. Orzhov Enforcer, great card. It's got a Death Touch Afterlife. It's nice. It's really, really nice with the Death Touch, but it's also a nice perk because we can sack it, of course, and it comes back as a flyer, Not bad. It's a really good card for just 2. Then we have Drill Bit. This card is amazing. Spectacle. Target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. It's like a Thoughtseize with no penalty, as long as you dealt 1 damage to them. This card's seriously really, really, really good. You just got to make sure you do that 1 damage, and you only got to pay 1 in Spectacle costs in order to cast this. Typically, this is what we want to do on our turn 2, and you'll see it time and time again where it works out. And we empty our opponent hands of any threat. We just empty his hand, whatever threat it is. Midnight Reaper, 3 copies. 3 copies of Midnight Reaper. I tried running 4, but I thought it was kind of overkill, and it just wasn't working that great. 3, I think, is a great number to go with. It's great for card draw, and also dealing that damage to us. Remember, we got Spawn of Mayhem. The lower our life is, the better. So you got to be careful with mono red decks, but we got something for mono red in the sideboard. Blood for Bones, amazing card. I think 2 is the right number to go with this. We would go ahead and just sacrifice a creature. If we can, Gutterbones would be ideal, or the Orzhov Enforcer, because really, we can bring back Gutterbones, and Orzhov Enforcer, we get a 1/1 flyer in the air. Pretty cool. And then we have, and we can bring back cards. Return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then return another creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's a really good card. It's only 4 to do this. 1 hits the battlefield. That's sweet. You can do it with your Cavalier, and then return another one to your hand, and then drop that one as well. It's just really, really good. Dread Presence. I know what you're thinking. Why the heck is this card in here? Honestly, you could probably sideboard this one out, but when you see it actually working, the card draw is great, and the fact that Dread Presence deals 2 damage to any target and gain 2 life, you can choose which one you do. Take the 1 life and draw a card. Basically, it's acting as like a Midnight Reaper in a sense with its ability. Or you can, yeah, gain some life or whatnot. I threw it in there just because of mono red, but then again, who's to say mono red ain't going to lightning strike it right away? But we'll see how it pans out. I like this card. I don't see a lot of people playing it. I'm not saying it's amazing, but it is very interesting, and it does help us with a little bit of life gain if we need it. But really, card draw. The card draw is there as well. Anytime we have swamp heads, pretty cool. Spawn of Mayhem, 4 copies. Love this card. It's got the spectacle. 9 times out of 10, we're going to be able to cast this for just 3. The flying and trample, and this thing gets out of control. Once 10 or less life, we start putting +1/+1 counters on it. It's dealing 1 damage to both of us. You know, it's just a really, really fun card to use, and it blows them up, man. It takes out your opponent. This flyer is probably the best mono black card that they have, in my opinion, in standard right now. Just saying, in this build at least. 2 Cavalier of Nights, cool card. It's a 5-drop. I did try running 3 of these, but I didn't. I want to rush. This deck is made to rush. You want to be a little rushy. You really want to make your opponent discard a few cards, key cards, and then rush in with your your smaller creatures and whatnot. And then this will be like a finisher. Spawn of Mayhem is not even a finisher. I mean, we're dropping him turn 3, but Cavalier of Night's really good. It helps us hang in the battle. Also against mono red builds, got the lifelink on. It's pretty cool. 2 copies, I feel, is the way to go with this one. We're running 21 Swamps, guys, and 2 Cryptic Caves. Oh, yeah, just for Cavalier of Night. It's really cool effects. We'd sacrifice a creature, like the Gutterbones or the Vicious Conquistador. When we do, destroy target creature and opponent controls. Pretty big. And then when it dies, you can return target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less from graveyard to the battlefield. Guess what? We have a lot of those, so it works out. 2 Cryptic Caves. For 1, tap it, sacrifice Cryptic Caves, draw a card, activate the villain if you control 5 or more lands. This card comes in handy if we hit a stall on the board. So we can sack it and draw a card, and it helps a lot. I was actually talking smack about this. Chris, I was wrong. All right, there you go. He'll get a kick out of that. Duress times 3. That's right, because if we got to deal with anyone who's got counter spells or that mono blue junk or just whatever the case may be, this card is going to come in handy. So 3 Duresses, just empty their hand, 4 Fountain of Renewal. I know what you guys are thinking. God, Joey Moss, you hate mono red. Maybe I do. 4 of those, just for life gain every turn. Diamond Mares. We are running mono black. I mean, we can gain a lot of life with Diamond Mare here. 3 copies. And it's on a 1/3. It's not bad. Plague Mare just for some shenanigans with white. And I like the -1/-1, if we're up against some kind of token build or something, maybe early on the threats. The Calamity is a thing. Those Cavalcade of Calamity decks are pretty good. I built one not too long ago, and it's knocking people out turn 3-4 with it. It's really powerful. So Plague Mare, great addition against like a sideboard for that kind of build. Vraska's Contempt, Planeswalkers, life gain, all that good stuff. It's great. Liliana, Dreadhorde General, just for fun. I threw it in there just for fun. Maybe you're going the distance, in a match. Throw this card up in there. Get it up in your decks. Take it to Pound Town. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, that is the entirety of the deck. I hope you guys do enjoy. Also, a quick shout out to Connor and Mike, who are up at Warzone Matrix in Cleveland, Ohio. And don't forget to check out the Magic Arena group. That's in the link in the description of this video if you're on Facebook. A lot of helpful tips out there, and also I'm on there. You guys can bump into me all the time. I do interact quite a bit over there. All right, there it is. Let's get down and dirty. I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Skadoosh. All right, I like this. This isn't bad. I will always drop Vicious Conquistador over Ebon over here on turn 1. I like saving Ebon for later. There we go. Look how we just drew right into that. Pretty awesome sauce. Alright, let's swing in. Drill bit. Like Thoughtseize, basically. Rekindler can definitely go bye-bye. That thing's a pain in the butt, especially with our spawns out. I mean, that would definitely be a nightmare for us. Chamber. Oh, it's too good, baby. Too good. I mean, I can attack with both. Get the spectacle off. I mean, they're going to pump this. I'm hope if he blocks this, he's not doing anything. Alright, that's cool too. We'll go spawn. Actually, no, let's get that card out of his hand right now. Next turn we can go spawn. Otherwise, it's going to take out one of our spawns. So we'll take Reckless Rage out. Oh, we'll adapt in route, eh? This card's really good as well. Didn't see a lot of play until late. Ooh, I like it. Can't do nothing with you. We for sure will swing out both of these boys here. Spawning it. Do they have the animated art for like every single mythic? Is that right? We can already go another spawn, which is really cool. Block that. And it goes hand in hand. These two they work together really well. Oof, we'll see ya. Good game. That is extremely ideal right there. Alright, we're off to the races. Dropping in turn 1. Great card. You ever notice how much blood's on that dude's sword? Unbelievable. Alright, turn 2. Let's actually do this. Let's see what's up in that piece, man. Gates of Blaze. Oh, you got some silliness going on here, yay. Alright, we're just going to take out Gate. Gates of Blaze, yeah, it's powerful, but it's not that great. It can literally kill all your creatures. I know, it's good. Growth doing its thing. Okay, so Freebooter. I think for right now, let's just work with this dude. Because if he's just going to end up board wiping us, like right meow, he could. I mean, I'll just invest it in this, which can give me damage because he has no creatures right now. So I'm going to force him to use up one of his Gates of Blaze, otherwise he's going to take a lot of damage. And it's allowing us to buy time. Gate Breaker coming at us. I guess we can go at Midnight Reaper. Card draw. He's going to hit us. We do have Mr. Mayhem up in the piece. Another Mayhem. Don't need both of you. The other Gates of Blaze. 1, 2, 3, 4. He would need to drop in another gate next turn to take that out, which I'm sure he could. Let's go Enforcer into Kitesail, and we'll grab up his Gates of Blaze. Yep. Now what are you going to do, homie? If you attack, you will lose your ram, my friend. And then my big play, Cavalier of Night. I mean, spawn's really where it's at. If he does attack, you're up, I go spawn. And then Cavalier after that. That was 7. That is pretty brutal. We can get them both out. Awesome. Awesome. Now, if If he doesn't have a Gates of Blaze, he's in some big trouble. Little Spiral. He's digging. He needs a Gates of Blaze. A Gates of Blaze only. Colossus is legit. But it's just not going to cut it, my friend. That doesn't really do a whole lot for us. At least not right this moment. I guess we should have waited till end step. That was a misplay. Alright, misplay. It's okay. He surrendered anyway. It's okay. It's kind of cool that we have 2 Kitesails, but if they have 2 removals or whatever in their hand, we're in trouble. Up against another green deck, you don't say. Ebon's gifted. Oh, black. Oh, he's probably done. Or gone. Squire. Alright. What kind of build do we got going on here? I see a Doomy. Yikes. Alright, that's legit. But we can't do much with it yet. Can't even swing with Knight. This guy's got me all messed up. Oh, cool. We could take Cast down, and then we can take Vraska's Contempt afterwards. Target player plays with hand revealed. Boosh. He's one turn away from dropping his Doom Whisperer. And I can drop that too, but we got a Vraska's Contempt. Oh, he had 4 already. I didn't forgot about Lonnie. Twalot. Nice name. We go Kites. We're gonna empty his hand. Go Kitesail. Take Cast down. Swing him a Knight. Go Drill Bit. He doesn't have any permanents yet, so Doom Whisperer. Yeah, locks it up, man. They don't like that. They don't like it. Alright, let's rock. Not the ideal starting hand, though. I mean, maybe I should have mulliganed there. It's okay. Hey, if we can keep Conquistador on the battlefield for a little while, it will be amazing. Just leave him on the battlefield until turn 3, and let me just keep hitting you. That's all I ask from you, Absolute Law. Oh gosh, Thought Erasure, like clockwork, every single time. If they're running to Mirror, and it's turn 2, Thought Erasure, every single time. I swear. Except for when I pilot Thought Erasure. Then it doesn't work. Very, very, very threatening. Oh, nice. Can't do anything just yet. Surprised we got all of our higher casting stuff in this one. We got a ton of low casting spells. Why? Why does it always happen that way? I'm assuming he's gonna go with Blood for Bones. No? Cavalier of Night. That's a good card, my friend. Okay, Mr. Discard. Take this. Sadly, we have 8 cards that allow us to discard our opponent. We draw none, but our friend over here, that's his entire hand, is making us discard. Great card, man. Alright, cool. Finally some action here. Blink, blink, down to 15. We get to see Dread Presence work a little bit. Enforcer. I'll draw a card and lose 1 life. We do have to drop this though. Don't counter that, by the way. Oh, I should have went Enforcer. No, never mind. We're okay. Alright. So this will get the trigger as long as he doesn't have removal. We'll see how it pans out. So Knight gets he's going to be a 2-3. Take it to the face. Ooh. How dare you? There's nothing we can do about that. But through experience, you don't want to let your opponent get Ebon out of control. You don't want to let him leave it out there too long. All right, so all of his thought erasures, I mean, they were good. I mean, they took out our bombs, but ooh, Ugin. That is some trouble right there. Yeah, that's why I did that, because of flyers. This guy's a rascal, let me tell you. Another midnight, that's amazing. I'm assuming he's going to double block on our presence, but that's okay. Double blocks. Gotcha. We'll just take out the zombie there and leave you. You just stay there. Get our card draw like crazy. Another knight, another land. Okay. That is some silly sauce, huh? Alright. He has one card. Could it be a counter? No, it's not a counter. Alright. Need our flyers. Not one of our flyers showed up. Jerk. We get more card draw than you, though, bro. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Showtime, baby. Now, he has to have removal for Mayhem, otherwise he's losing his Ineffable, which is everything. Oosh! Nice. Nice. Duress late game is trash, though. It's just how it is. Alright, Ugin's gone. Or not Ugin's gone. My dude's gone. He made a very... so yeah, we're both gone. We are just gone right now, guys. Alright, actually, I will do this first. We'll sack it to draw a card. Hopefully something good. Oh, lands. Lands. Why? Lands all the time. Alright, so many lands. If he blocks again, the card draws. I mean, he has to block. He has no choice. Pressure is on, though. His deck's very, like, in your face, slapping the base, you know? A couple points there. He gets that. Thanks, Wizards, for all the sweet swamps. 4 in a row. That is amazing. I've heard stories, but now I see it with my own 2 eyes. And look, they're right here and here. Nice. Is it Gutterbones? Alright. Yikes. Well, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, because we just would have kept coming back with it. But I wanted to kill that anyway, so. Hey, if it isn't Mr. Gutterbones, back at it. Bringing the flavor. Gutterbones. I think 2 of is good for this build. I'm just saying. I mean, you could run 4 if you got them, 3, whatever, but if you don't got some of the other cards. But in my opinion, I mean, that's what I would do. I don't think he has a counter. Do you guys? I doubt it. Let's just cast it now. Definitely could have attacked first. Let's cancel that. The goal is to get him to scoop when he sees Blood for Bones drop. He just came back, don't they? Alright, we're going to go with this goodness. We'll sack Orzhov here. And then Spawn. And then there was no point to go Cavalier there. I guess double Spawn, really. Go double Spawn. Because that means he's trying to gain life. We gotta just win really quick. I can't do that right now, but I can do this. Alright. My mistake. I thought I won less mana. Oof. That's big play that he got Narsat. Because he could get something sick right now. What'd he get? Okay. He's going to take out the Mayhem. This is a good match. It's going the distance. It has been a true grind. Oh, God, so good, baby. Yeah. Just take that out. Oh, I always forget we got to sacrifice a creature. I always forget that. Is that ridiculous or what? Always forget that. That is terrible. I know what you're thinking. It is really bad. I was forced to pluck that out. Whatever. It's not the biggest play in the world. I understand, but it did do something. Sorry, Nars. We just can't let you do that. And then we just get these guys back. If he has an answer for this, I will be extremely impressed. Oh. What are we getting? Oh, man. So silly. So funny. You gotta play whatever's in your hand. Show me that card, bro. Show me what you're hiding. Cavalier comes back. That works perfect for us. Well, this time we're gonna do it right. We're gonna swing in, but that's lethal. Good game, man. Very good game. He's probably a big fan. Turn 1, Gutterbones. Turn 2, both Knights. I mean, that's really good. Something like Thousand Island Dressing or something. I know they're not again. Oh my God! I swear. If they get a Thought Erasure, turn 2, because that's what every Dimir deck does, is get a Thought Erasure. Turn 2. They did not get a Thought Erasure. I'll be quiet. All right, I'll stop complaining. That's all I got for you guys. All right, we're definitely gonna run. Oh, he's probably gonna get a little sweeper on us here. I almost feel like I should have went with Orzhov Enforcer, because if he sweeps, that's going to leave a stinger. No Carnarium. Impressive. No lands either. Really cool, man. Really, really cool. What's this guy's deal? What's he doing? Wow, get the plus. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. Hooray! No cry. No woman, no cry. Does that sound just like him? No, I know. Ritual. Nicole Bolas. Can't even cast him down. Unbelievable. We will just go, yeah. I probably shouldn't get rid of cast down, though. Mayhem needs a stick. I mean, everything kind of needs a stick. I guess cast down can go. Ooh, we got our land. Yeah. Alright, so, I mean, everything's going to attack. If he blocks either of these, we just pump. What is it, like some Grixis control or something? What? Why would you block that? Of all things. That just instantly kills it. Unbelievable. Well, we're out of range for sure of Cry of Canarium. But Ritual of Soot, probably likely. But Spawn will dodge it, which is pretty good if he has one. Bolus. Alright, I'm sure he's going to do something about the Mayhem here.
I am one again.
Oh, wow. Wow. Can't even play him. Ooh! Taking down the control, baby. Yeah, get some. Yay. Alright, we've seen this before. This looks almost identical to the match before. Same starting. I've heard of these decks. Never thought I'd see one. He's got like 125 cards, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unbelievable. I can do math, I swear, guys. Promise you. Alright, we go with Vicious. We go with Night. Swing. 19. Mayote. Got a lot of cards in your build there, my friend. Let's look at the trigger. For the Ebons, we can play our Spawn. Hey, hey, whoa, whoa, pal. Where did that come from? Pride cometh before fall. I haven't lost yet with this deck, so if I lose, and, I mean, it was about 7 matches. I've showed you guys the more interesting ones, but if I lose to a deck with this many cards in it, I would die laughing. I guess probably want to drop you right now. God, we should probably go for the face, huh? Yeah, we should go for the face just to get those, just to get this guy buffed. Teferi, I mean, you're kind of worn out, bro. You're kind of old news, Teferi. And then we can pump, yeah, we can pump this dude up too. Hooray. Nice, thank you. There's no thank you though, because Wizards doesn't care about us. Oh, wow, oh. Oh, but we got him though. Yeah, we got him. Alright. That's the whole kit and caboodle. Hey, he muted me. Oh, well. It happened. What are you going to do? Alright, that's the deck. I mean, I played it several times. Haven't had a loss with it yet. I think it's pretty good. Of course, we're not in rank right now, but definitely take it to rank. I'm sure you can get somewhere with it. The only thing, if you're going to go in rank, definitely sideboard the Dread Presence if you plan on doing that. Everything else could pretty much stay as is. What you would throw in place of that could be a bit tough to say. Maybe an extra Midnight Reaper. Maybe another Cast Down. But maybe like extra Cavalier. It's really your call. But yeah, there is the build, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah,